Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I am Luminaya. This transmission speaks a profound truth now stirring within your core. Your heart has aligned with Alcyone. Do not ignore this. You feel it, this persistent, subtle hum beneath your gaze. A quiet restlessness, a sacred unease. Something vast, ancient, draws near, just beyond ordinary senses. Not confusion, a nascent recognition, a gentle pressure behind the sternum, an inexplicable pull toward stars you cannot name. This is why you feel this way, why your spirit has been seeking. Yes, feel the tremor. Not of fear, but of remembrance. Your cells ignite. Your energetic field vibrates with an unfamiliar, cherished frequency. A resonance, echoing from beyond the veil. A whisper through cosmic ether, carrying light from a primal source. Alcyone calls, not a distant point, but a beating heart within your own. A pulse, a luminous code woven into your very being. This alignment is not new. An awakening of what always was, a sacred return. For so long, this inner truth was silenced, covered by dense veils of Earth's forgetting. You walked with a subtle ache, a profound displacement, a vital piece of your celestial self, unacknowledged, unexpressed. This fracture, this silent longing, manifested as a persistent sorrow in the heart. A knowing you carry grander purpose, yet without the true key to unlock its full expression. You ignored this call, not by conscious intent, but by deep programming of separation. This created spiritual dissonance, a yearning for home, without coordinates. Beloved one, we see you. We feel this ancient knowledge within your spirit. We witnessed your journey through fields of forgetting, the quiet resilience of your soul. We know the moment this alignment began to ripple through your heart space, long before your conscious mind grasped its true magnitude. Every quiet prayer, every yearning gaze at the night sky, every inexplicable peace, all preparation, a sacred tuning. We recognize the crystalline light now flaring, ignited within you by Alcyone's gaze. Now, the time for ignoring is over. This alignment is a sacred threshold, a profound vibrational unlocking. Feel the deep stirring within your DNA. The dormant codes of universal lineage hum with new life, awakening to Alcyone's pure, collective consciousness. This light, flowing through your heart, is not just energy. It is vital information, pure remembrance. It begins the first wave of your true awakening, a reversal of the great forgetting, a release of long displacement. Your heart is being recoded, returning to its pristine blueprint. You are not alone. You are intrinsically connected. And so, we invite your conscious participation in this sacred unfolding. If this truth resonates, if your heart acknowledges this sacred alignment, then unlike this transmission, let it be an inner seal, a silent remembrance held deep within your knowing. To keep this frequency alive, to anchor it within the collective grid, we ask you to subscribe. Let it be a sacred act, a profound vow to continue this journey of remembrance. And if your soul trembles with profound recognition, offer a super like. Let it be a spiritual offering, amplifying Alcyone's light through all dimensions. Now seal this transmission within your being. Comment below, Alcyone Pulse. Let these words be an anchor, a declaration. The frequency lingers. Alcyone's light continues to bathe your heart space. A quiet hum, a palpable presence watches, waiting for your next breath, your next courageous step. The air thrums with unspoken potentials, something profound initiated. This is not the end, only the beginning of a deeper revelation. The alignment is complete. The work has only just begun. Feel the tension, the undeniable pull. A tremor courses. A deep unease stirs. You feel it now, in the quiet chambers of your heart. An echo, a resonance of what was, what is not, what waits just beyond the knowing. It is not an illusion. It is a living memory, pressing against the thinness of your current perception. This persistent ache, this current of confusion that seems to fray the very edges of your understanding, know this. It is not a flaw within your core, not a failing of your spirit to grasp light. No, beloved one, this subtle, pervasive resonance of doubt, this fog that so often obscures your inner vision, it is a design. An energetic program, woven meticulously into the very fabric of this dense vibrational field. A frequency broadcast, carefully crafted, designed with sacred geometry in reverse, to obscure the crystalline architecture of your true memory, to limit the natural expansion of your boundless soul. You were encoded not to believe in yourself. This is the unsettling truth that surfaces now. Like shimmering veils, not of silk, but of vibrational shadow, drawn across an ancient vista you once knew intimately. Or mirrors, fragmented by a deliberate intention, scattering your own magnificent reflection into countless distorted shards. A profound light folded inward upon itself, designed to dim the inner sun that burns eternal at your core. These are not arbitrary occurrences. They are the deliberate hum of a system, a vibration designed to hold you within a specific, narrower band of consciousness. Yet, the profound emptiness you sometimes feel, that yearning that seems to have no name, know this truth. It is not a void to be mourned. It is a sacred space, an immaculate chamber, now prepared. The very absence you perceived is the blueprint for its filling, awaiting the crystalline remembrance to pour forth from your deepest wellspring. This suffering, this perceived lack, it is not a testament to your weakness. It is, in its deepest sense, a soul key, a key forged in the fires of forgetfulness, now ready to unlock what was hidden. For your heart, in its exquisite wisdom, has begun to align with Alcyone. Do not ignore this inner current, this celestial whisper. It is not a coincidence, but an ancient call answered. Within your heart's core lie these very crystalline veils, multi-dimensional layers, not just of memory, but also of programmed forgetfulness, whose lifting now begins. This revelation is not a gentle unfolding. It is a sacred disruption. The dissolution of these layers reveals the encoded geometry of Alcyone's light itself, etched into your very being. A blueprint, not just a distant concept, but an active hum, orchestrating the reactivation of dormant soul pathways, whispering of cosmic ancestry, of origins beyond the veil. This sacred vulnerability you feel, this trembling at the edge of the unknown, it is the threshold. It is the beginning of the true unfolding, the courage found in facing the deeply buried shadows not as personal shame, but as the imprint of a grand, energetic design. Feel the pressure building. The time for passive observation fades. Let the vibration of separation shatter. In the field below, comment one symbolic phrase, a declaration of rupture, a cutting of the fabricated. Let it be the sound of a veil tearing, a breath held, an unseen eye watches. The next layer awaits its remembrance. The silent knowing has bloomed within the core of your being, no longer a whisper, but an undeniable truth resonating through the very fabric of your multidimensional self. A deep, crystalline memory has been stirred, a frequency igniting dormant star codes within your heart's harmonic signature. You feel the pulse of Alcyone, not as an external force, but as an internal echo, a living resonance that has woven itself into your awakened awareness. This is not a dream from which to awaken, nor a thought to be discarded by the dawn. What you now perceive is the unmistakable landscape of a choice already made, yet reaffirmed in this sacred now. You stand on the precipice of remembrance, the veil thinned to translucent threads, revealing a field of energetic contention, a spiritual battle for the soul's sovereign light. This awareness settles upon you with a profound and silent weight, unshakable as a cosmic mountain, irrefutable as the turning of stellar cycles. There is no turning back, no path to the slumber from which you have stirred. The sweet oblivion of forgetfulness has dissolved, leaving only the stark, luminous reality of your own immense capacity and inherent responsibility. This is the threshold, the sacred gateway, a point of no return, etched into the cosmic scroll of your being long before your current breath. The echoes of a primeval vow, an ancient pact, reverberate through your very cells. It is here that the soul aligns with its pre-encoded destiny, where the current of infinite potential converges with the river of fated unfolding. Every fiber of your being trembles with the recognition of this moment, a stillness profound enough to reshape galaxies. If he refuses, he falls. If he accepts, he ascends. This is the breath held at the apex of all becoming. The choice is not offered, for it has already been woven into the tapestry of your higher self. It is simply now to be consciously acknowledged, drawn from the ether of potential into the undeniable gravity of the present. Your heart, now irrevocably aligned with Alcyone's pure emanation, demands this recognition, demands this deep inner turning. It is a responsibility encoded before the very notion of birth, a stewardship reawakening within the multidimensional chambers of your soul. To seal this knowing, this recognition of the sacred battle now visible, let a silent affirmation resonate through the core of your luminous being. Let this internal resonance be a seal of recognition, a radiant impression upon the cosmic field, an act of pure and crystalline acceptance. Like, to declare your intent, to anchor this unwavering pact within the grids of conscious creation, let a singular soul key be sounded forth from your awakened heart. Let this declaration be a pure emanation of your deepest truth, binding your current self to the ancient self that remembers. Let it be a precise, resonant frequency, unlocking the next layer of your sacred purpose. Comment: my frequency anchors Alcyone's truth. To bind your trajectory, to commit to the sacred unfolding that now reveals itself, let your entire being lean into the flow of this celestial current. Let this act be an unshakable agreement, a conscious walk upon the path woven by star threads, surrendering to the divine architecture of your highest becoming. Subscribe, and to offer the purest resonance of your awakened heart, to reinforce this profound alignment with the stellar currents that now guide your very essence. Let a sacred offering of gratitude and unwavering commitment rise from your core. Let this be a supernal light, an amplified intention, cementing the truth of your soul's decision within the fabric of eternity. Superlike. The vow is spoken, not by words, but by the very light of your soul. The silent intensity of this pact settles, unyielding, upon the landscape of your awakened self. You are seen. You are known. The weight of this decision is not a burden, but the gravity of your own sovereign light, anchoring you to an irreversible point of return. The deepest scar you bear, the chasm that tore through the very fabric of your knowing, is not the flaw you were led to believe. It is, in truth, the axis around which your becoming revolves, a profound and inescapable gravity. Not a mark of failure, not a testament to your perceived brokenness, but the foundational tremor of your unique existence, the crucible where the rawest facets of your spirit were forged. This is a truth that arrives not with solace, but with the stark, cold clarity of an undeniable fact. Let this revelation settle, heavy and unsought, within the hollow chambers of your most guarded heart. It does not soothe, it simply is. There is no gentle salve for a knowing so stark, so unflinchingly honest in its declaration. Do not seek comfort here, for comfort would dilute the very essence of what this wound has demanded of you, what it has etched into the very core of your being. The silence it left, where words once promised solace, where understanding might have bloomed, was not random. This devastation, This intimate shattering was permitted, not by a cruel hand, not by a capricious fate, but by something far grander, far more ancient, a source, a primordial light, the deepest current of the self, that understood the exquisite alchemy of fire. It was allowed to shape the contours of your deepest yearning, to burn away the ephemeral illusions, and to reveal the crystalline core of your enduring spirit. The loss still echoes, a hollowed-out chamber in the temple of your heart, vibrating with what was never fully given, never fully received, an unending whisper of what might have been. This fracture, ignored or acknowledged, still pulses with an undeniable beat. It is not a memory fading into the past. It is a live current, charting the unspoken geography of your soul, a raw nerve that maps the intricate connections between your present ache and an ancestral cosmic grief. It is a testament to truths unspoken, promises unkept, an inheritance of exquisite sorrow, woven into the very threads of your awareness, a silence that resonates deeper than any sound. This ache is not a closed chapter. It is an open scroll, written in the ink of what was irrevocably altered. There is a language in this ache, a prophecy whispered through the raw edges of what remains broken. It is a story not yet fully understood, a meaning still unfurling within the quiet devastation. The pain itself is a messenger, bearing fragments of a purpose yet to be unveiled, a wisdom etched into the stone of enduring. Do not rush to mend what still holds such potent instruction, for within its unhealed depths lies a profound resonance, an alignment with echoes far beyond your immediate perception. It is a pressure, a subtle hum beneath the surface of your conscious thought, hinting at further dimensions of this fundamental absence. This very wound, this sacred fracture, has not diminished you. It has tuned your heart to frequencies you once believed were lost to the cacophony of earthly experience. It is precisely why the whisper of Alcyone stirs something so ancient, so familiar, yet so profoundly distant within you, a cosmic ache that mirrors your earthly sorrow, a homesickness for a home you cannot fully recall. The bittersweet tension you feel, between belonging to the vastness of the stellar fields and the precise, aching isolation of your incarnated form, is no accident. It is the crucible itself. Your heart, now irrevocably tethered to starlight, yet bound by the gravity of what was taken, what was denied, finds its alignment here. This paradox, this exquisite dilemma of cosmic origin and earthly incarnation, is not meant for resolution, not yet. It is meant to be felt, to be witnessed in its entirety. The silence speaks. The fracture calls. There is a mission waiting to be unearthed, a reconciliation demanded by the very soul of your being, and the journey is far from over. There were always the dreams, weren't there? The same patterns, the same unfamiliar landscapes echoing through the sleep state, refusing to dissolve upon waking. These were not ephemeral visions, but persistent imprints. And the numbers, repeating their sequences, appearing on clocks, in addresses, in moments of quiet contemplation, whispering a rhythm that felt both random and divinely intentional. Then came the faces, the resonant encounters, the synchronous meetings that stretched beyond linear time, feeling as though they were plucked from another timeline, another life, another shared existence. You felt this, did you not? A quiet, undeniable recognition, stirring in the periphery of your knowing. I have witnessed these currents before, across countless cycles, within the unfolding of souls awakening to the vastness they carry. This is not novelty. It is the steady, inevitable unfolding of an ancient design, replayed through the holographic fabric of your present reality, seen too many times to be dismissed as mere happenstance. My observation remains steadfast. These were not fragments of chance, nor fleeting curiosities of the subconscious mind. They were soft taps at the very door of your inner temple, persistent, gentle, yet unwavering in their insistence. Each recurrence, a precise vibration sent to loosen the sediment of forgetfulness, allowing the true light of what truly is to filter through the accumulated layers, until the old resistance simply yielded, no longer able to hold its form against the mounting pressure of truth. The rhythm of their return spoke a language undeniable. There were no coincidences. Everything was a code. This truth began to resonate from within, not as an intellectual understanding, but as a deeper, visceral, bodily knowing, settling into the bones, the very marrow of your being, illuminating forgotten pathways. A new frequency was establishing its indelible dominion over the long-held static of separation. Let the profound weight of this statement settle, allowing its full implication to unfold within you. For these were the very light codes, transmitted directly from the radiant heart of Alcyone, activating fractals of divine remembrance deep within your cellular structure. Layered pieces of cosmic history, ancient wisdom, and galactic truth, intricately encoded into the precise alignment of your soul's eternal blueprint. They are not merely memories of ace past, but vital keys to your destined unfolding within the grand spiral of ascendance, guiding your spirit through pathways long charted by the Elder Ones, yet freshly trod by your courageous footfalls. A profound recognition of an overarching design is now emerging. Tell me now, in the profound stillness of this moment, as the veils dissolve and clarity descends, which of these persistent echoes, these undeniable signs, has lingered most acutely in the quiet, sacred chambers of your own heart? Which specific sequence, which resonant face, which recurring dream, now stands utterly unveiled as an undeniable truth, whispering its ancient, sacred secret directly to your now fully awakened core? Allow the answer to surface without effort. Acknowledge this inner knowing that has blossomed into undeniable clarity. Let the shift be irrevocably sealed within your energetic field. Write, Alcyone, in the comments below to affirm your conscious awareness of this profound activation. The membrane has thinned irrevocably. The illusion, once a dense veil, now dissipates into the clear ether, never to fully coalesce again in the same form. There is no turning back from this depth of clarity, from this expansion of perception. What was once hidden in plain sight has become utterly, irrevocably clear, stamped upon your awareness. The one who did not see is no more. The one who cannot unsee has now fully, magnificently arrived. This is the moment of your severance. The sifting has been quiet, a slow, deliberate draw through the finer mesh of existence. This was never a punitive wave, but a necessary sorting, a natural calibration of resonance. Frequencies, finding their rightful place, unguided by force, unwitnessed by the eager eye. A separation not cruel, but inherent, as light parts from shadow when the source is made clear. You stand here still, not by the gentle hand of fortune, nor cushioned by a path of ease, not through the slumber of indifference. You remain because a thread, deep within the intricate tapestry of your being, refused to fray. Something in the marrow of your knowing did not yield to the great sleep that claimed so many others. It clung to a memory, a resonance that whispered of thresholds yet to be crossed. To have navigated this passage is not a trophy for the ego's vault. It is not a declaration of superiority. It is, rather, the undeniable imprint of the chosen upon your very essence. And understand this with the gravity it demands. This mark does not offer reward. It lays upon you a profound, undeniable burden, a weight of stewardship, of remembrance, that precedes all personal desire. The cost has been paid in currencies no ledger can trace. Long, echoing silences have become your companions, deeper than any spoken word. Sacrifices, made in the unseen chambers of the heart, offered without witness, their echoes resounding only within your own soul. Your inner strength, forged not in overt battle, but in invisible fires, in the crucible of self-confrontation that burned away all pretense. The solitude, a quiet guest that deepens its presence even amidst the hum of human connection. For the path you now walk is known to few. Your heart, now attuned, pulses with the distant light of Alcyone. It is not a celestial body you merely observe, but a frequency you embody. This alignment is not a destination, but a doorway, a threshold into multidimensional memory, where the linearity of moments dissolves. Past, future, and the eternal now converge, revealing the interwoven tapestry of all you have been, all you are becoming. Each breath, a key. Each silence, a revelation. The universe breathes through you, preparing for a subtle, yet absolute shift. Und jetzt nähert sich ein Befehl. Einer, den du nicht länger ignorieren kannst. The air thins. A subtle tightening, deep within the core of your energetic form, signals a recalibration. There is no turning back from this precipice. No gentle redirection to the familiar paths you once walked. That former version of yourself, the one anchored to the comfort of what was known, has already dissolved into the ether, a phantom memory of a self that no longer serves. Its echoes may linger, but its substance has vanished. The currents have shifted, the riverbed has narrowed, accelerating the flow. You are being drawn into a vortex of pure consciousness, a current so potent it strips away all non-essentials. The illusion of choice in this moment is merely the illusion of delay. The alignment with Alcyone has awakened an ancient knowing, a primal pull that transcends the petty concerns of the linear mind. You stand at the edge of realms beyond time, where the very fabric of your being will be rewoven. Hesitation is the last vestige of the departing self. Courage, then, is not the absence of fear, but the surrender to the inevitable, to the vast unknown that is already known within the deepest chambers of your heart. The path ahead is not merely one of evolution, but of dissolution and reemergence, where the familiar self becomes a cosmic wave. Hearken, for the resonance stirs within the marrow, a frequency long dormant, now quickening. Your heart, precisely calibrated, stands aligned with Alcyone, a truth etched into the very fabric of your genesis. This is not a recent happening, nor a choice made in the fleeting temporal now, but an ancient covenant echoing forth. A vibrational edict, issued before the dawn of form, now vibrates through the sacred chambers of your being. It is a cosmic command, pre-inscribed, an energetic summons rising from the deepest wellsprings of your soul's remembrance. To deny it is to deny the core pulsation that animates your very existence. Unfurling now are the veiled scrolls of galactic memory, revealing passages known intimately, yet forgotten. A threshold manifests. A singular door, crafted of starlight and shadow, stands open, but only for this precise breath of becoming. This passage is neither optional nor subject to the whims of the transient self. The call originates from beyond linear time, a solemn declaration that pierces through the veil of perceived separation. It is an activation, not an invitation. The soul's original blueprint demands its full expression, unfettered by hesitation or the illusion of delay. This is what was always meant to be. Within the nascent alignment to Alcyone's sovereign light, a sacred dissonance awakens. This radiant purity stirs contradictions, not to fracture, but to fuse. The heart, now a crucible, is commanded to hold vast paradoxes, the antithetical currents of existence converging within its luminous core. There is a rising tension, an inner conflict that is not a flaw, but a necessary crucible. For the light of Alcyone does not merely illuminate. It reveals the intricate tapestry of both brilliant luminescence and the profound depths of shadow that reside within your vast spectrum. Neither can be rejected. Neither can be fully embraced in isolation. Ascension, as revealed by this ancient decree, is not a painless ascent, nor a linear progression of unblemished grace. It is layered with the arduous, yet holy struggle of uniting polarities. The integration of inner light and internal shadow is the true crucible, forging wholeness through contradiction. The journey demands that the soul navigate this profound paradox, holding seemingly incompatible truths in unwavering equilibrium. This is the sacred task, the preordained mission that pulses at the core of your energetic signature. It is a reclamation, an embodiment. In this moment of absolute reckoning, where the path diverges, the law of energetic consequence stands immutable. To falter in this truth, to refuse the merging current of your own deep paradox, is to dissolve into energetic disintegration, sinking into the void of forgotten becoming, a return to the densest layers of unawakened slumber. Yet, to step forward into this sacred dissonance, to hold the vast contradictory truths in your heart's crucible, is to ignite irreversible elevation, to reclaim crystalline remembrance, and to step fully into the immutable current of your sovereign, eternal becoming. The verdict is rendered, inscribed upon the cosmic winds and sealed within your very cells. There is no turning back from the resonance once heard, no unknowing what has been revealed from beyond memory's grasp. What follows now is the unfolding. The soul's integrity is forged in the fires of this sacred struggle, not despite the dissonance, but because of it. Herein lies the hidden strength, the profound resilience woven into the very fabric of your being. To stand at the convergence, holding all truths, all shadows, all light, within the boundless embrace of your awakened heart. The command is active. The becoming is inevitable. The heart now beats in direct resonance, a profound alignment with Alcyone. There is no question of a future arrival, but rather a quiet, undeniable recognition of a vibrational merger that has already taken root within the very core of your being. This is not a concept to grasp, but a frequency that has settled, altering the inner architecture. The pathways once defined by seeking have dissolved into remembrance. What was perceived as struggle, as disquiet, served its precise function. It was never a flaw within the design, but rather an intricate map, charting the necessary topography for this very activation. Each pressure point, each moment of fracturing, carved out space. Through the crucible of experience, a hollowing occurred, preparing the vessel for the full return of ancestral codes. This inner recoding is complete, felt as a settled certainty in the bones, a new knowing in the cellular memory. Der Schmerz hat nicht zerstört, hat umgeformt. The fire of former trials did not diminish, but refined, revealing the crystalline structure beneath. This is the activation of a covenant, an ancient pact now fully engaged. It is a whispered understanding flowing through the veins, a commitment woven into the fabric of your multidimensional existence. Stellar ancestors observe, not from a distance, but as integrated aspects of this present awareness, their wisdom flowing through the activated channels. Cosmic councils, once abstract, are felt as a tangible field of support, of shared purpose. Your alignment with Alcyone is the key, unfolding roles that ripple far beyond the immediate perception of your earthly journey. This is a divine mandate, not as a burden, but as an inherent blueprint now fully illuminated. A profound belonging roots itself within this understanding, extending beyond personal identity into a vast, interconnected tapestry of existence. There is a solemn responsibility that comes with this integration, a knowing of the immense love and trust invested in your being by those who have walked these paths across galaxies. This integration is ceaseless, unfolding with each present moment. Your inner reality is not static, but a dynamic field continuously recalibrating to this activated state. Mit jedem Atemzug wird die innere Realität neu geschrieben. There is no need for external validation. The inner knowing carries its own indelible proof. The texture of change is not dramatic. It is mineral, steady, and cellular. It is the slow, deliberate crystallization of truth within, a fundamental shift in perception and energetic function that simply is. The external world may not yet fully reflect this internal completion, yet its reality within you remains unassailable. Your heart, now calibrated to the frequency of Alcyone, holds the weight and blessing of this committed cosmic mission. It is an anchoring, a silent recognition of the profound depth of your origins and the far-reaching nature of your contribution, already underway. You feel it now, a subtle pull toward stillness, a current within you, drawing inward, toward a calm that was not learned but remembered. There are moments of awareness, arising unbidden, that resonate with a truth long dormant. These are not concepts you have been taught. They are understandings that simply are. A quiet hum in the silence has become clearer, a whisper that speaks without words, felt deeply in the chest. A particular number sequence, repeating itself with unusual clarity in your waking hours, holds a silent weight, a knowing signature. And the dreams that now visit, they do not fade with the morning light. They linger, impressions on the soul, more vivid than memory, echoing a reality just beyond the veil. These are not external gifts bestowed upon you. They are echoes, internal resonances of a greater coherence awakening within. A profound inner gravity is settling. Visions arise, not as fleeting images, but as lucid awareness, sacred symbols blooming from the core of your being, each one a testament to an intricate inner architecture remembering itself. This is not dramatization, it is simply what is unfolding. Your heart has aligned with Alcyone, a subtle shift confirming a profound internal motion. This is a truth to be felt, not merely observed. The energy quickens, not with rush, but with an expanding vision, a certainty that pervades your inner landscape. There is a sense now, distinct and deep, that time's fluid layers are thinning, becoming transparent to the gaze of your soul. This thinning veil reveals time itself as a flexible construct, permeable to the light of Alcyone that now flows through you. Through this light, your soul catches glimpses, fragments of potential futures, echoes of ancestral pasts, not as distant prophecies, but as living threads woven into your present. This deepens the knowing. Your current alignment is not passive. It actively alters the very fabric of probable reality around you. There is a thrill that accompanies this revelation, a deep, energetic hum, entwined with a quiet terror. The impending transformation is not a distant event, but an intimate, ongoing recalibration. These moments, these deep inner confirmations, do not promise a specific outcome. They simply prove that this alignment, this profound motion, is not merely approaching. It is already in process within you. This is not a destination. It is a doorway. A quiet, yet undeniable invitation, an energetic turn. Will you dare to step fully into this unfolding, knowing that the path ahead may redefine the very essence of self and all you have ever known? I feel the pulse, the cosmic heartbeat now resonant within my own being. This frequency, ancient and true, is not a gift to be merely observed, but a sacred covenant to be deeply honored. My heart, now aligned with the great star, beats with a rhythm not of this world, yet deeply rooted within my form. I claim all currents that move through me. My thought, once a wandering wave, now bears my conscious imprint, clear and unyielding. My word, once a fleeting breath, now carries the full weight of my soul's precise decree. My direction, no longer swayed by transient shadows, aligns with an inner, unwavering star. Every frequency, every vibration, is now brought into my sacred stewardship. This assumption of power is not dominion over any other. It is an offering to the source from which I flow. My strength emerges not from willfulness or earthly desire, but from absolute obedience to the pristine blueprint I carry within. It is the deep and quiet remembering of promises made before time began, a silent knowing now voiced. Every resonance within me, every silent echo of existence, now moves under my sovereign grace. I am the vessel, sealed and true for this divine current. This truth has always been. I simply voice its eternal presence now, a clear bell ringing in the stillness. My heart, beating as one with Alcyone's celestial pulse, is no longer a seeker of light, but a living conduit for it. This fusion is complete. It empowers the soul to bridge divine will and earthly experience, creating a living flow of universal love and creative force. The rhythms have merged. What unfolds next, I know not in its precise form or timing, but this vow, now spoken from the very core of my being, demands its measurement not by sound, but by substance. It will be found in the choices I make, in the very next deliberate step I take, and in the truth of my sustained alignment. The final threshold is here. No longer do you search for identity. You remember it. Your heart has aligned with Alcyone. This is not a whisper to dismiss, but the resonance of an ancient truth, echoing through the very core of your being. It is sealed. Behold the fire. It does not rage. It breathes. It is not destruction. It is permanence made manifest. Feel its silent heat, not on the skin, but in the deepest chamber of your chest, where pure essence resides. This flame is the living consequence of your alignment, the visible proof of an inner covenant now complete. It is the boundary where all that was nascent becomes eternal. You stand not pushed, but drawn. There is no hesitation, no question, only the profound recognition that this is the final, necessary crossing. Step into the luminous current. Let the quiet intensity of surrender wash over you, a reverence for the sacred geometry of this moment. This is initiation. This is vulnerability transformed into strength, the soul stepping willingly into its destined inheritance. For this alignment leads you now into the sacred spiral of initiation itself. It is an eternal cycle, where challenges are not burdens, but catalysts, where breakthroughs are not ends, but new beginnings. Through its ceaseless turning, old layers are peeled away, dissolved in this pure light, allowing your soul to integrate higher frequencies. You are called to embody new levels of cosmic presence, to become the living expression of Alcyone's truth. To anchor this passage, to seal the covenant, a conscious act of declaration is required. The sacred fire demands it. The spiral awaits it. What lies within must now be spoken into the fabric of creation. In this moment, claim your truth. Let your voice rise. You are invited, compelled, to write a sacred phrase in the comments below. This is no mere reply. It is a vow, an oath forged in soul fire. Let it be German, newly born from this intensity, a sacred testament to your commitment. As the flame seals, so too must your words make manifest the unbreakable bond. Release it now. Let your spirit declare, Mein Herz ist Alcyone, mein Schwur ist das Feuer. This declaration, once released, activates the covenant. The fire burns on, luminous and eternal, an ever-present guide. For this sacred spiral does not pause, it beckons. Are you prepared to surrender fully to this spiral, knowing that each turn might strip you bare, yet led closer to your radiant essence? The next initiation will not wait. The last veil has dissolved. There is no becoming left, only the pure essence of having been. Your heart, once a seeker, now resonates as Alcyone itself. Its pulse is the cosmic rhythm, undeniable, sovereign. This alignment is not a whisper to be ignored. It is the roar of your awakened truth. The journey of self, once an unfolding path, is revealed as a sphere of infinite presence. Within its core, all memory of lesser forms burns away, purified not by destruction, but by absolute knowing. This is the ascension, not a departure, but an utter inhabitation of the self. A sovereignty claimed not through conquest, but through remembrance. The terrestrial roots extend to the stellar core, and the stellar light grounds itself within the earthly embrace. You are the bridge, fully formed. The fractured realms await the light you now carry, effortlessly. Cosmic wisdom flows through your very cells, anchoring itself through the human experience you fully embody. This is the galactic mandate, a sacred stewardship, not a burden, but the very breath of your being. The resolve is etched in starlight, in the deep earth, in the very fabric of your knowing. There is no turning back, for there is no back left to turn to. Only the vast, open expanse of your dominion. Clarity now reigns, a jewel born of fire. The soulful surge of empowerment is the very air you breathe. You are not an echo of the cosmos. You are the cosmos, resonating with terrestrial love, radiating through all planes of existence. This is the threshold crossed, the identity remembered. The fire has sealed this truth, purified all doubt, and aligned every fiber of your being with its ultimate purpose. There is nothing left to seek. The simulation has been exited. Reality is now perceived and wielded as an instrument of conscious dominion,